She's doing her washing and all that stuff. All right. Let's get going.
I'm sorry, I'm here.
I don't think he said my name. My name Raphael Terrell Griffin.
Yeah, I have everybody. Everybody take your hats off, and if you're the gentlemen. All right, let's get started. This Officer Thomas, we're about to open up.
State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, that you please remove them unless due to religious purposes. Thank you, everyone. Good morning to Judge. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the best I can to get you out as fast and efficiently as possible. And I'm going to get you in the order that you came in. So I have everybody named and accounted for. We're going to get started. Are you ready, Ms. Williams-Law?
Yes.
All right, let's start with the City of Detroit versus Dominique Jaslyn Lauderdale. Case number SP 1551695, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1551691, SP 8425831, SP 9752043. Appearance. State your name for the record, please, Ms. Lauderdale.
Dominique Jaslyn Lauderdale.
All right, Ms. Lauderdale, you were you supposed to do some? You're supposed to pay or get into a payment plan. You did. You've done neither.
Judge Perkins, can I take care of you in February?
It's not me you taking care of. It's the court. It's the court's money. But you when you say you're going to do something, I'm expecting you to do it. And that's why I marked a child payment plan. I'm gonna give you another review in February 18th, 2025. Come back in. Allowed payment plan is still in. It's going to be in the system still. Yeah, that's the best I can really do unless you're going to do some community service. All right.
Yes.
All right. Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you. Have a great day.
As well.
Yes.
City of Detroit versus Marnez Workman. Case number is SP 145522001, and the State of Michigan versus Marnez Workman. Case number SX 418-18592. Appearance for the record, please.
My name Workman.
Elwood Asbury. At one time.
Elwood Asbury on behalf of Mr. Gortman, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gortman, today is the date and time set for a round on the bench warrant. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, my client would waive the reading of the information
So Mr. Gorman's been here a number of times on the same stuff. It hasn't gone away, no movement. Supposed to take a better driver, of course. This goes back to last year. One as Secretary of State. Do you have a driver's license, sir?
Yeah.
Well, there is some movement. Here, run the license, please. All right, I'm gonna run the license, and we'll see if it's good. If it's good, we'll dismiss these 2 misdemeanors and you'll just pay those civil infractions you owe.
Okay.
It's fast and not you gotta get them an offer. Mr. Barry, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. I don't know what more I can do. Put you in a breakout room and get your client an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, you have the absolute right to withdraw.
This is Mr. Dortmund.
This is Mr. Court. License is canceled. All right, let's pass that matter. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Nicholas Tajian Leonard. Case number SB 264-35851. Appearance for record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to the staff. Cherika Harris, P72832 on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name.
Nicholas Leonard.
All right, good morning. Do you have a valid driver's license, Mr. Leonard?
So I paid off ticket to get my
Is a yes or no question. Valid driver's license or no?
Not yet, because I have to get my eye vision test done, and I'm still sick. I just got out of the hospital yesterday.
All right. I hope your health gets better, sir. Let me put you in a breakout room. Ms. Harris, get Mr. Leonard an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, sir, you have an absolute right to withdraw. Join the room, please. All right. These are just yes or no questions I'm asking. If you have any license, registration, and insurance, I don't want you to say any more than that because I don't want you to mess up any of your rights. You have a right to remain silent. So sometimes I could probably come off a little bit rash about that, but just for brevity and to get things going quicker, we'll run the license. If you have a license, we'll run that. If it's good, we'll dismiss it. If you bring valid registration and insurance, if you have that, then make sure you have that ready so we can move things along quicker. Mr. Baughman, are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
Who's your client again?
I have 2 clients. We're ready on both, so we can start with Mr. DeAndre Gaines.
I did not talk to an attorney yet.
You're gonna get your opportunity.
My name is Raphael Griffin.
I know you're gonna get your opportunity.
Thank you.
This is the city of Detroit versus DeAndre Deshaun Gaines Sr. Case number U 69643824. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman, P55052 on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Gaines, please state your full name for the court. One more time.
DeAndre Gaines.
Thank you, Judge. We already have a trial date, and there's a continuing and genuine material issue of fact. Would you allow us to return for trial on February 13th, 2025 at 9 a.m., please?
You said February 13th, 2025, 9 a.m. I'm gonna mark for Miss already in system. That's where Miss Mountains.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
trial date. Best of luck to you, Mr. Gaines. Have a very good day, and we'll see you back in February.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Bill will be here. Ms. Bill, very good. All right, who's your next one, Mr. Bachman Lee?
We're ready on Jalen Gray, Your Honor.
Jalen Gray?
Correct.
City of Detroit versus Jalen Terrell Gray, case number SP 1312875, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 136538711, SP 157157111, SP 968171. Appearance for the record, please.
May it please the court, Harry Bachman, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Gray, state your name, please.
This is Jalen Gray.
Judge, would you allow this matter to proceed to trial? There's a continuing material issue of fact that needs to be sorted out, and we already have a trial date. I believe that is also for February 13th at 9 a.m.
All right, trial February 13th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Ready? Consistent. All right, best of luck to you, Mr. Gray. Have a very good day. Is that it, Mr. Bachman?
That's everything. Thank you again, Your Honor. Mr. Gray, I'll
too,
be
Your
in touch
Honor.
right away.
All right.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Bachman. I'll see you soon.
Everybody
All right,
have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Back on the record for Mr. Portman. Mr. Portman, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client is scheduled with the Secretary of State at 3 p.m. this afternoon he'll be getting his license.
Why would you tell me he had a license and you know you did?
And the reason he paid the matter, he talked to the Secretary of State. They told him that he was ready to go, and it would appear that he thought somehow automatically it would register as his having a license. But he has to show up, he has to take a picture, etc.
When do you want to come back? Come back on February pre-trial. This is it, Mr. Portman. You've been backing in and out, not showing up for long enough. Pre-trial, February 25th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. All right. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Love, City of Detroit versus Mark DeAnthony Love Jr. Case number, I don't think that one is mine. SP 1468357, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Love.
Mark Anthony Love Jr.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter. This one is just the allowing. It's pretty much unless Mr. Bowman wants more on that. Today is the date and time set for pre-trial. Mr. Berry, give Mr. Love an updated offer. I'm just checking on this one case, see if this, I'm sure I don't have anything to do with this other case.
All right.
Give Mr. Love an updated offer. Mr. Love, if you don't like the offer, keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, please.
Okay.
All right, let's go back past that matter. Let's go back to the record with Mr. Leonard. Mr. Leonard, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting a pre-trial date so that he can sort out his situation with the Secretary of State.
What is today set for? Let's set it for trial. Let's set it for trial, and then you'll have more time to sort it out. March the 24th, March the 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. All right, Mr. Leonard? Are you there, Mr. Leonard? Where's Mr. Leonard?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you heard that?
Yes, I was saying, Your Honor, that I'll have it done way before then.
Well, by the time you come back then we'll be able to, we'll still give you the dismissal if you bring it in, all right? Best of luck to you on your health and everything, and best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed one.
You as well. This is the City of Detroit versus Feliciana Jean Golan. Case number SP 1646771. Appearance for the record, please.
I'm here. Sherika Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Feliciana Goins.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Do you have valid insurance, Ms. Goins?
No, when I spoke to the lawyer.
Ms. Goins, did you hear what I said? Is a yes or no answer? Go ahead and speak to Ms. Harris about the particulars of it, all right? So you can have a private conversation with her, all right?
Okay, sorry.
Join her, get her an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, please. All right, let's pass the matter. Are you ready on your client, Mr. Cherokee?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Lee?
Yes. Denaje Lee.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Denaje Gwendolyn Lee, case number Z8094091, SP 1622369, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your full name for the record, ma'am?
Yes.
Denaje Gwendolyn Amina Lee.
Okay, Your Honor, Ms. Lee wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution in this matter. She'll be pleading to reduced charge of impaired from operating while intoxicated. The remaining 3 tickets that are on the docket will be dismissed per the offer.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Lee?
Yes.
Come on now, what do you want to do?
I just talked to the man and I told him I don't really know, because that wasn't the reason I was pulled over. So I'm just going to say yes so that I can get off of this. This is my first charge. This is insane to me. So yeah.
If you're contesting the matter, if you don't want to plead, then you don't have to.
I'm guilty.
No, listen to me. Don't talk. If you don't want to plead, you don't have to plead or set a trial date. If you plead, you're gonna have to admit to driving while intoxicated, while visibly impaired. You're gonna have to admit to those facts the allegation that's in the documentation. If you don't want to plead, you don't have to plead. And if you're contesting the stop, that would be one of ways to, even if you were, one of the ways to get the case. But I don't know. You'd have to talk to your lawyer about that. So what do you want to do?
I want to plead guilty to drinking and driving.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, but the truth?
Yes.
Are you down?
Can you tell everybody to turn their mics off? I can't hear you. It's going in and out.
Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Soroki went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No.
Do you know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me draw your attention back to September the 29th, 2024, around 3:15 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 19130 Archdale Street. Were you in that area around that date and time, or were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you have contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Did you have some alcohol prior to or during the operation of that motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did that alcohol, would you agree that that alcohol impaired your ability to properly operate that vehicle?
No.
All right, so there we go. Mr. Sherrill.
Miss Lee,
Mhm.
what did you drink before you were pulled over?
I had a little margarita, but like 2 or 3 shots of tequila.
Okay. And did that affect your driving at all? Affect your reflexes, your driving ability at all? Because if it didn't, then the judge cannot accept your plea.
You already said it did.
No, it didn't. I just like I told the cops, I was on my phone. I live in Westland. I was on my phone trying to find my GPS, but they said, "Oh, you were this, that, da, 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 impeding traffic." I said, "Okay." Pulled me over. Said we have to take your car. I said, "For what?" For no tags and no
Ma'am.
insurance. So.
Okay. Your Honor, basically, I think of them, the two reports are the blood alcohol report with breathalyzer shows a 0.13 and a 0.14. Right? And, if a person, if that's I think whatever a person says, they say they didn't feel intoxicated or affected their driving. I think that just the blood alcohol level on its own satisfies the requirement for the offense.
Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
The fact that if you're over the legal limit to operate a vehicle that's just 0.08, if you're over that limit, then if you're admitting the operation of this vehicle, then that is enough to find you guilty of driving a drunk driving offense.
Okay, yes, I understand all of that. I would like to plead guilty to being intoxicated while operating my vehicle.
And will you stipulate to this blood alcohol, Michigan Forensic Blood Alcohol Analytical Report, saying that your alcohol on the first test was 0.144, and on the second test, it was 0.134. Would you stipulate to that?
I was never really told my results, so I can't really say, but
I'm asking,
and I only took.
Let me ask it in a different way then. Would you contest the fact that this, are you contesting this analytical report from the Michigan Forensic Alcohol Test? Are you contesting the fact that your blood alcohol level was that high?
I only took one test, so I'm gonna say yeah. The other test I can't really say because I only took one test.
I think you're gonna have you gone over this stuff with your client, Mr.?
I did, Your Honor. The issue that my client is having, and I'm going to put this on the record now, is that someone gave her some advice that if they pull her over for a different reason, then they can't charge her for operating while intoxicated. And I told her that advice is not correct, and that all they need is a legal reason to pull her over, and that can be from any traffic offense or any paper offense regarding no insurance or driver's license. But in any event, she had 3 tickets. They gave her one for operating with the cell phone in her hand, another 2, one I believe for no insurance. I have to look at it. But in any event, there was reason to pull the car over, in my opinion. And then there was the law, Fourth Amendment doesn't protect her. There's no Fourth Amendment protections here that apply. She's, the way the stop happened, and I do not see a viable motion to dismiss based upon illegal search and seizure. or illegal pullover of her car.
Yeah, I think it was an illegal search because they just was supposed to take my car, but they ended up going all through my car. I mean, I don't really care. I know that I was driving intoxicated. So yes, I do want to plead to it. I just want to get it over with. I'm irritated and I just want to go.
You're irritated.
Yeah, I'm very irritated. I'm irritated, Judge. I'm irritated. You know how long I've been on this? I sound like the man that was in here last time.
You know how much you're irritating everybody else.
Oh, okay. I ain't really I could have been in here by myself, but yes, Judge, I would like to plead guilty to driving my car while intoxicated. My blood, whatever level was high, okay. Yes, Judge. Mhm.
Judge, the only reason I put that on the record is give the
No, I
defendant
understand why you
action.
put it on. I'm not even questioning that. What I'm questioning is when I ask Miss Lee about the test, she indicates she only took one test. So what I do in the reading and the report says she was issued a preliminary breath test on the scene, which obviously is not admissible in court unless there's some other factor
Right.
that.
I did take a test at the scene. Huh?
Please be quiet.
Oh, okay.
And then the report goes on to say about the test that was given. It appears that a breath test was given at the Detroit Detention Center, and it has the report here. And it has the operator's name. It has the that they did wait the 15-minute waiting period, and it has that they gave her two tests at the Detroit Detention Center. And what Ms. Lee has said is that she only took one test. Now I don't know if she's talking about the test out on the street or if she's talking about the test in the Detroit Detention Center. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an opportunity to re-engage your client to find out what she's talking about on that, you know, because I want to make sure that the record is correct and that, you know, we don't want to have any buyer's remorse or anything like that. We want to make sure the record is correct and that what the report reports to what Ms. Lee is saying. If the report does not comport with what Ms. Lee is saying, or she's telling me, or she didn't call and she recollects something different, after you have a conversation with her, then let me know. Otherwise, we will have the officer come in and we'll resolve it one that way. All right, we'll put you back in the breakout room, Ms. Lee, with Mr. Shiroki. He's going to come ask you further questions about what took place, and we'll see if we can get some resolution.
Okay.
Let's pass the matter. That is still open to you, ma'am. Breakout room 6. So rejoin that room.
I didn't get the link yet.
The link, if you go down to the bottom of your screen, then you should be able to hit a more button or something of that nature, and it should repopulate. If you can't find it, I'll send you to 7.
Yeah, I don't see that. Oh, got it.
It disconnected me from me. Okay.
All right, we're ready on, let's go back on the record with Mr. Love. Mr. Love, I'll give you an opportunity.
Are we staying in Iro?
Give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. All right, everybody's got to mute their device except for Mr. Mark Love. I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date to gather documents.
Very well. Come on. You want to do that, Mr. Love?
Yes.
Come back on March 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. If you don't have anything further, sir, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
All right, let's go call the city of Detroit versus Raphael Terrell Griffin. Case number SP 1645361, SP 1645372, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Raphael Terrell Griffin.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. For purposes of
I got license, insurance, and registration.
Hold on a second,
Oh, my fault.
please. Go ahead, Mr. Berry.
We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
You are not guilty on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. He indicates he's got license and you have registration and insurance. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, can you show the court that? Proof of that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see what you have, please.
I have LA insurance. I got it off Hazel Park. I can't hear you, sir.
Just show me the copy of it and the registration.
Okay. Here's my registration right here, and my receipt for my registration.
Pull it closer. Slow down. Just one at a time. You had it right. You had it the right way the first time.
Okay.
Closer.
Closer.
Okay. I can see. I can see. All right. Now let's see insurance. Let's see the insurance.
I also have a receipt. But this is my insurance from LA Insurance at 20805.
Mr. Griffin, let's talk and then just push the thing up closer, please.
Okay.
Push it up closer. All right, the court is satisfied. We're going to dismiss the cases for providing valid documentation. You have you owe the court on old tickets, 210 on the disregard of the red signal, 258 on a no plates, and 210 on another disregard of red signal. These cases we're going to dismiss, all right, for provide valid documentation. If there's nothing further, Mr. Griffin, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Judge, can I say one thing?
You may.
I got pulled over when I left the hospital for my femur surgery, but it was on the same vehicle that I'm showing you insurance, registration, and license to drive for. I just got the ticket like 2 weeks ago or something, but it did not come in the mail yet, the hard copy. So I'm trying to either wait till that come or I was just trying to address it to, bring it to your attention.
You can't address it because I don't see it in the system. I would address it. I treat it like a one-stop shop, but you see it in the system. So you're going to have to make sure that you make another court date on there. So basically, Mr. Griffin is telling me I'm going to see him again in a couple of weeks, huh?
Yeah, but I got insurance, registration, and license on the vehicle. I got license, but I got registration plates and insurance.
Same thing we did today, you're going to have to do again. So have that documentation ready, it sounds like.
And I'm gonna make sure I pay for my insurance every month.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Griffin, these are this is 11/15. So I don't know if you're talking about the same thing or not, or a different date or not. This is November the 15th. So you're saying you just recently did this, right?
Yeah, I got pulled over about, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and I was leaving the.
We'll see you back in a couple of weeks, man. And when it comes up in the system, just make sure you make a date, especially for that civil infraction. You're going to have to make a court date for that civil infraction.
Do I come down there?
Said.
Do I come down to the courthouse?
I think you can call.
Okay, so all my recent, hold on, you said my running the red light and all the old stuff, you dismissed it in.
No, I didn't say that. The running the red lights, you're gonna have to pay that stuff. That stuff is too far gone. You didn't take care of it. That stuff you're gonna have to pay. The stuff that you got in November the 15th, all of that stuff is dismissed. Those 3 tickets are dismissed, all right?
Okay, but I want to say this too. I didn't have my license in 2018 or 2020. I think it was 2019, but I had just got my license last year. I took care of everything, paid the reinstatement fees and everything. So what I'm supposed to do now? Like just pay just pay the old tickets and then
you're gonna have to pay yours.
All right, I'm gonna take care of that. I'm gonna take care of it.
Best of luck to you, sir.
I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna be waiting on. I'm gonna be calling 36th District.
This is the City of Detroit versus Kathy Emma Lydell, case number SP 164-89611. Appearance for the record, please.
I'm here.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lydell.
Kathy Liddell.
All right, Ms. Liddell, today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. This is just regarding an officer signal, Mr. Berry. Give Ms. Liddell an offer if the city's willing to give an offer on that. Get her an offer. If you don't like the offer, Ms. Liddell, then keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's see your face, man. I gotta see what Ms. Liddell looks like.
Let me see. I don't know why the video. I don't. Pardon me?
Just move the camera down a little bit, half of your face.
I got the camera in my face. I don't know why I don't know why it stopped. I don't know why it went off because I was on there.
It didn't go off. You just were half in it. All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. Have a conversation with Mr. Berry and let us know what you want to do. You come out, all right?
Okay. All right.
All right, join the room, please. Ms. Harris, are we ready for Goins?
We are not. I've been waiting for the prosecutor in room, or the city attorney in room 4, but he never came in.
You have to specifically tell him. He's in the breakout room with the officer. Right, Ms. Lydell, you need to join that room.
Yeah, I haven't received the link. It's not popping up.
I'll put Stephen Lydell in there. I'm sorry, that's my fault. You got your cousin in here. All right, join the room.
Okay.
Dare I say you're surgical with it, right?
Yeah, I am. I make some mistakes. Surgeon makes mistakes, right, Attorney Kevin, counselor?
Yeah.
Give me the pronunciation of your last name, please.
It's Kevin Piku.
Piku, Counselor Piku, what's your client's name?
It's Ronnie Lopez Ramos.
Does he need an interpreter?
Yes, he does.
We're waiting on one now.
Okay, I was invited to breakout room 4, but no one was there.
Yeah, no, that's Mr. Well, he's not as searchable as I am. You can go into 4 now. I can tell him to go in there. I'll put you got your plan.
Yes.
All right, let's keep it moving. Miss Harris, I'm going to give you the City of Detroit versus Lexus Dolores Littleton. Case numbers. Where is the old one on the docket? Oh, this is set for trial. SP 1596765-1, SP 1596745-1, SP 1596768-1. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of defendant Littleton. Please state your name for the record.
What happened to Lexus Littleton?
Hi, sorry, I'm here.
All right,
My name Lexus Littleton.
Turn your camera on now.
Okay. Okay. 1 second, please. Oh, there we go.
Today, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for trial. We're a little premature. Is there an officer for Lexus Littleton?
Excuse me, can I get that?
All right, I don't hear an officer response yet. The officer has 3 more minutes to present themselves. If they don't present themselves, then we'll get you out of here in a few minutes. Let's pass the matter, Mr. Gomez, Javier Gomez.
Yo.
Necesitas interpreter?
No speak in English.
All right, we're gonna bring and get you an interpreter. Let's move on down to Gibbons. This is the city of Detroit, Ms. Harris versus Jalen Ramon Gibbons, case number SP 1638976, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1642617, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherrick Harris on behalf of defendant Gibbons, please state your name for the record.
Jalen Ramon Gibbons.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Let's see. Today is the date and time set for the tree trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. Get Mr. Gibbons an updated offer, Ms. Harris. Keep in mind, Mr. Gibbons, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put him in 5, Ms. Harris. So you have 2. Join the room, please, and wait on Ms. Harris.
Hey, Your Honor, did you call Glenn yet?
Not yet.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. I just need to check in.
All right, let's go back on the record with Lexus Littleton. All right, it is now 9:30. Officer, is there Officer J. Ali, badge 377. Officer J. Ali, badge 377. Hearing no response, I'm going to dismiss the cases, ma'am, for no officers. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right? That's Lexus Littleton. All right. Lexus Littleton is free to leave if your cases are dismissed. All right, let's go back on the record with Mrs. Lydell. Ms. Lydell, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would have himself.
I'm sorry, I thought you called Lee.
Ms. Lydell would avail herself of the people's offer to enter a plea to impeding.
To what?
Impeding, blocking traffic.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
We have that problem.
It's a misdemeanor. Can't reduce a misdemeanor to a civil infraction. The only way that can be done is the officer dismiss the case and rewrite it as what the offer would be. Otherwise, set a trial date.
Let me speak to Mr. Bowman again, Your Honor.
Let's read Let's pass the matter again. Ms. Villaroo, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor, and thank you for allowing me to come in at this time.
Absolutely. Can you state your name for the record and your qualifications, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Evelyn Villarreal, certified court interpreter number C3822.
And can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and personally interpret the matter now before the court, do not divulge confidential communications, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
And do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability, you will interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Counselor PQ, what is your client's name?
My client's name is Ronnie Daniel Lopez Ramos, and he's to my right.
Lopez Ramos. This is the city of Detroit versus Ronnie Danielle Lopez Ramos, case number U69259424. Appearance for the record, please.
Llamamos el caso de la ciudad de Detroit versus Ronnie Daniel López Ramos. Número de caso U69-259-424. Que todos digan sus nombres para que conste en el acta, por favor.
Attorney Kevin Piku, P61592, here on behalf of defendant Ronnie Daniel Lopez Ramos.
Habla el abogado Kevin Piku, número de abogado P61592, representando al señor Ronnie Daniel López Ramos.
Okay, Counselor, can you spell your last name, please, for the record?
Abogado, por favor, deletree su apellido para que conste en el acta.
Yes, P-I-E-C-U-C-H.
P-I-E-C-U-C-H.
Today is the date and time set for a trial. We have Officer Crawley, Officer Erica Crawley.
Este es el día y la hora que habíamos fijado para tener el juicio y tenemos aquí la oficial Erika Cron.
Not hearing that officer respond and not seeing that officer's name in the breakup. You want to make a motion, Counselor?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion. Oh.
Ya que la abogada, la señora policía Erika Cron no está aquí, ni tampoco la vemos en la lista de los oficiales que están excusados. ¿Cómo quiere proceder el abogado?
Yes, Your Honor, I move that we dismiss this matter.
Sí, su señoría, yo pido que la corte desestime este asunto.
You couldn't get that out fast enough, could you?
No.
Me parece que usted no pudo decirlo suficiente rápido, estaba tan ansioso.
Absolutely not.
Absolutamente.
Case is going to be dismissed, and best of luck to you and your client.
Así que el caso queda ahora desestimado y le deseo a usted lo mejor de la suerte a usted y a su cliente.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Bien, gracias, su señoría.
Okay, very well. Good luck to you. All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do? Mr. Soroki.
Your Honor, my client tells me she wants an evidentiary hearing in the matter. She says she only had one breathalyzer, only performed one breathalyzer while she was at the police station.
Go in there and speak to Mr. Bowman about it and get a date set, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, pass the matter one more time. Ready on Lydell? Let's go back on the record, Miss Kathy Lydell. Miss Lydell,
Yes.
opportunity again. I'm giving Mr. Berry an opportunity to speak to council. Go ahead, Councilman. Is he in the breakout room as well? He's still speaking. All right, so now we're waiting. Is there any other person that has a retained lawyer? Any other retained lawyers? All right, so we have three. Officer Kamale. Give me the correct pronunciation, please.
Yes, sir. Kamaluddin.
Kamale, you're checked in. I mean, I have you checked in, and you're on time. So I have a half-hour grace period. So yeah, I don't think you've been in front of me before. You're here at 9:31. It's set for 9 o'clock. Whatever time it's set for, you get that half-hour grace period. And if you can't get here by that time, we'll dismiss the case. All right, but you're here on time.
No problem. So okay, so I'm here on time.
Yeah, you're here on time. Everybody in there on time. No more officer. Now, there was another officer, Hernandez. I have you checked in, and someone else, Officer Sorrell, sent me a message, and we have you checked in as well. So, the city should bring you in to speak with you. Mr. Berry, are we ready on Ms. Lydell?
We are, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lydell. Let's what's going to be the resolution, if any?
We will avail ourselves of the offer, the current offer, which is to have her enter a plea to allowing.
And then is this going to be? Does she need? Have you read her rights?
I read her rights.
Does she? Do you know about this, ma'am? So the allowing is an amended count from disregard an officer's signal. That is basically a 0 point offense. It doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State. Therefore, it doesn't carry any points. And then I'll dismiss the case upon payment of $240.
Okay.
We have to wait on the interpreter. I mean, court report.
Okay.
You want to take that deal? We got to put it on the record. You want to take the deal?
Yes.
Mr. Berry, have you read her advisor rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're just gonna wait. And then when will you be able to pay this $240 now?
March 1st.
Oh, you gotta get it better than that. I'm gonna give you 30 days.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not mad at you for trying, but what I'll do is you can either pay it or all in full, or you can even make partial payments by the February the 18th. It needs to either be paid, or it needs I'll mark the file allow payment plan.
Okay.
Late. Mr. Defendant.
I don't know you, Your Honor. I think I have a case with you there. I'm not for sure.
If the defendant hasn't showed up, then obviously you can. Who is it?
I don't know, Your Honor. I think we have a case adjourned till today.
Oh, I don't know. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your
Honor. I don't see you on the last page.
I was just checking in, Your Honor. I wasn't for sure.
No, you're not late.
Okay.
I don't see you on any names here.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, thank you very much.
Be safe, Corporal Bennett. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. All right.
Good morning, Judge Perkins. Officer Van Meer here, just checking in again.
Yeah, I got you checked in. Good morning, Officer.
Good morning, Judge Perkins, Corporal Croxton. I need to check another courtroom. Is that okay? I'll check back.
You're checked in. Good morning to you, Corporal Croxton.
Good morning.
All right, let's see what we can do while we're waiting at least again. Are you ready, Ms. Harris?
Yes, I have 3 matters that are ready.
Going to supposed to dismiss.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I imagine that's for valid documentation.
Yes and no?
I don't know. We worked it out with the city.
Yes, there's just a recommendation to dismiss.
All right, very good. I'm just first. Are we ready, Miss? Let's go back on the record with Miss Goins. Miss Goins' case is going to be dismissed first city attorney. All right. Best of luck to you now. All right, let's go back on the record with Miss Kathy Lydell. Miss Lydell, it's my understanding you're going to take the deal and plead to allow. Is that correct?
Yes.
I should have asked you, counselors, Ms. Lydell going to be able to make the factual basis for disregard officer sick?
Yes, I believe so.
Raise your right hand, Ms. Lydell.
The video, I don't know why the video keep going every time. I'm raising my hand, but
we can see you.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't see myself, so okay.
Do you swear or affirm to the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice and rights and breakout rule, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to November 25th, 2024, around 4:22 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of South I-75 and 8 Mile. You have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you go around? Was there an accident out there?
I was the third car, so I couldn't see that it was an accident. He told me that it was an accident up there.
You saw the lights out there, didn't you?
What lights? The cruiser lights?
Yes.
He didn't have his lights activated.
Okay, so we got two different stories here. So either we're going to have to set it for trial, as it says here, Mr. Berry, scout blocking with scout car for accident. Scout car emergency lights activated. Vehicle went around scout car towards area of accident.
Yes, I did. I did. Yes.
I don't know that even if that's the case, I don't know that that's disregarding the officer's signal. I don't know if the officer, I don't know what happened out there. So she's saying that there was no lights.
I mean, well, that was like a month ago. I can't recall.
Listen, I'm not asking all of that. I'm just going by, you just told me, and I'm going by what the police say. And they're two separate issues. I don't know how to better take the deal if it has to be some sort of direction by the officer. I would think that would tell her that she goes a certain way, and then she did not go that way. I don't know how else that would work. I mean, Mr. Bowman, you have any issue with leaving the offer open for her to see if we can come to some kind of understanding of what happened out there, bringing the officer in?
I have no objection to leaving the current offer open.
Yeah,
But-
I mean,
but-
I don't think it's because Miss Lydell is trying to not accept responsibility. I just think that, you know, she sees it one way, and we'll set a trial date. We'll bring it back. Offers don't remain open, so you're not going to lose anything now. You're only going to either stay the same or be in a better position if the officer either doesn't show or the officer is willing to dismiss and agrees with you. So let's set a trial date, March the 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
We're just trying to get to
The truth.
That's all we're trying to do. All right. So best of luck to you. Have a very good day, and we'll see you back in March. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Miss Goins, you're free to leave, ma'am. Your case is dismissed. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gibbons. Or let me get you going, Mr. Berry. Mr. Berry, are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
This is the city of Detroit. He needs an interpreter. This is the city of Detroit versus Yabir Gomez, case number SP 1646776, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Se llama el caso de la ciudad de Detroit versus Jaber Gómez, número de caso SP 164-677-61, 2 y 3. Que todos digan sus nombres para que consten en el acto, por favor.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gomez.
Soy Elwood S. Berry, representando al Estado. Señor Gómez, usted diga su nombre completo, por favor.
Jaber Leonardo Gómez Delgado.
Jaber Leonardo Gómez Delgado.
So today is the date and time set for a pre-trial, Mr. Berry. Why don't you speak with Mr. Gomez in a breakout room and get him an updated offer? Keep in mind, Mr. Gomez, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to withdraw.
Así que este es el día y es la hora que habíamos fijado para tener la audiencia previa al juicio. Señor licenciado, usted vaya a una salita y hable con el señor Gómez, déjele saber cuál es la oferta actualizada de resolución para él. Y señor Gómez, usted recuérdese que usted no tiene que aceptarla a menos que usted quiera aceptar la oferta. Es su derecho de tener un juicio.
Okay.
Join the breakout room, please.
Acepte la invitación donde dice join o unirse. Por favor.
Okay.
Disculpe.
Here's how we'll go, Mr. Shiroki. I'm going to take Mr. Gibbons, and get Ms. Harris started on another one, and then I'll take Ms. Lee. All right. Let's go back on the record with Gibbons. Gibbons, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel indicates that you need an attorney.
Yes, Your Honor, and a trial date if the court will allow.
Mr. Gibbons, are you there?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
All right. What I need you to do is I need you to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If that appointed attorney has not made contact with you before your next court date, then we will get one. We will get one appointed to you on the spot. All right.
Yes.
Next court date is going to be a pretrial of February 25th, 2025 at 8:30. And then we'll keep it on track. We're going to set a trial date, and that's going to be the March 24th, 2025 date at 9 a.m. So come back February 25th, answer those calls. Hopefully that attorney has contact with you before the next court date. If you don't have any further questions, best of luck to you, and have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. This is the city of Detroit versus DeMonte Amir Green. Case numbers SP 126-21891, SP 147-84711, SP 153-04902, SP 157-92721, SP 160-7500, house 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Hello, Judge. Good morning.
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Green, please state your name for the record.
Demonte Green.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, Counselor.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
In or not guilty in your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. Here's the deal with Mr. Green. I included an expired plate with those SP 160 tickets, and when it call, I wouldn't have an issue with setting that aside if the city doesn't have any objection. Mr. Green has some other older tickets. I don't know when the insurance tickets, but he has 2 tickets. These insurance tickets, one of them dates back to April the 29th, 2024. I would allow him to pay the reinstatement fee on that up front. We won't set it aside, and he'll still maybe have to pay it, but in the interim, allow him to be able to get a valid driver's license. And he owes another one, SP 149994112. $336. So he owes the insurance no proof $288, insurance no proof $336. Those are 2 tickets that I can see that will prevent him from getting a license, at least as it relates to the Secretary 36 District Court. Give him an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris and see if she can help you work this stuff out. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Join the room, please.
Your Honor, I actually have one more person. I have Ms. Littleton.
Ms. Littleton, she's gone. Case dismissed. No officer.
She's
Sorry,
still on
did
the
you say Ms. Lewis? I do apologize, Your Honor.
Littleton. She's gone. Well, she's supposed to be gone. Case dismissed. She never did respond, but she's free to leave. I think she's still be muted.
I was still here. Hello?
All right, Green, I hear you. I see you. Go ahead, Ms. Harris, and speak to Mr. Here. Let's do this.
Ms. Littleton, he was letting you know that you were free to go. I think.
All right, let's do this. Now, I was letting her know that. All right, Ms. Harris, let's do this right quick.
Sorry, I can't hear anything.
Ms. Littleton, you're free to leave. Your case is dismissed, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
All right, Ms. Green, or is that Mr. Green? Who sent me the message that they're at work?
I did.
Tayon, this is the city of Detroit, Ms. Harris, versus Tayon Marquise Green. Case numbers SP 1645502, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1645541. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris on behalf of defendant Green, please state your name for the record.
Tayon Green, Tayon Marquise Green.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Give Mr. Green an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Green, you have an absolute right to a trial. Only thing is, I don't see Green on the docket.
He's at 845, bottom of the page.
I only see one case.
That's me. That is correct. No insurance misdemeanor.
Well, he's not on my, I see, Tayon, he's not that. No insurance misdemeanor. At the same time, the allegation was made that he drove in an unsafe manner and he had an improper equipment. All right, so get him an updated offer. Those tickets are very recent, so I wouldn't have an objection. I wouldn't have an issue with setting the matter aside so that you could be heard. I'm gonna put him in the 5, Miss Harris.
Okay.
Join the room, Mr. Green.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Pass the matter. Get him an updated offer. All right, let's go back on the record with Miss Lee. Miss Lee, I'm giving you an opportunity. Again, have you spoken, Mr. Soroki, with Mr. Bowman about this evidentiary hearing?
Your Honor, I did speak to Mr. Bowman. My client didn't speak to him. But we set a date for February 6th at 9 o'clock by Zoom in front of Your Honor.
Well, don't you think that we need to have that in person?
It could be in person too. I can make it in person.
We're gonna
I
make
work.
test.
I work.
Listen, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Take the day off. This is
Okay.
yeah. I mean, this is you want this evidentiary. You're questioning this stuff. You got to take the day off. What time? 10 o'clock.
You're asking me?
I'm not going to hold an in-person. I'm not going to hold an evidentiary hearing where we're putting testimony on the record as it relates to that. I'm not going to do that. You know. So 10 a.m. 10 a.m. at 2/6/2025 at 10 a.m. Make sure your officers are ready to go, Mr. Bowman.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you, Ms. Leva, and have a very good rest of your day.
Thanks, you too. Oh, my my address changed.
Hand me no, please. What is your address, ma'am?
37434 Hicksford Place, apartment C2, Westland, Michigan, 48185.
Apartment 132.
Can you repeat that?
I have 37434 Pittsburgh Place.
Hicksford, H as in Harry, I, X, Ford, like Henry Ford, Hicksford Place, apartment C2.
HIXFORD?
Yes, place.
HIXFORD 37434 Pittsburgh Place, apartment 132.
Apartment C2, C as in cat, 2.
C2, Westland. And what's the zip?
48185.
48185. All right. We have it. We'll change that. All right.
Miss Lee, also, whether you're notified or not, after this date, you have to appear on February 6th at 10 o'clock in court. So write that down now, please.
Okay. I got it down.
Thank you. Very good. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, Mr. Soroka, do you have anyone else? He's not. Officer Hayes?
Yes.
Were you here already?
No.
Okay, so you are, all right, you're on Mike Glenn?
Yes. Last name Glenn. Yes, it is.
Is Mike Glenn here?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Officer Hayes, I have a half-hour grace period. So you're past that time. I won't put no officer, I'll just put a dismissal by yours.
No problem.
All right, be safe out there and best of luck to you.
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Are we waiting on a lawyer now? Mr. Berry, are we? Okay, he's still in the breakout room. Ms. Harris says, we're waiting on a lawyer.
Hola, mi nombre es Brady Latuda. He estado esperando desde las 8:30 y no han llamado mi nombre.
Un momento, señorita. Gun. Is Ayana Gunn here? Tayana Gunn, I think Tayana Gunn. Tayana Gunn? I don't think Tayana Gunn is checked in. So all the
No, I'm
officers.
here. I'm here.
She is here. Tayana Gunn is here. That Tayana, I thought I saw you. You're under Demetrius Brown, Tayana Gunn. She's here.
Oh,
Good morning to you. All
good
right.
morning. Thank you. Yeah. Poor DJ gotta do all this stuff.
Mr. Perry, are we ready on Mr. Gomez?
Ready, Your Honor.
What's he gonna do?
He'll be entering a plea to allowing, rather than the driving while license never having been acquired. The remaining matters to be dismissed. He has produced valid documents.
All right. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what your client want to do?
Volvemos en el acta con el caso del señor Gómez. Señor Gómez, le di la oportunidad de hablar con su abogado defensor en una sala privada de consulta. Diga, mi abogado, que quiere hacer su cliente.
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the offer of the people to enter a plea of allowing as to the driver's license never having been acquired. The remaining matters to be dismissed.
Su señoría, mi cliente quiere aprovecharse de la oferta de la fiscalía y se va a declarar culpable de haberle permitido a una persona sin licencia a conducir. Reconoce que los otros dos cargos contra él van a quedar desestimados.
That was a good one.
Is that what you want to do?
¿Es eso lo que usted quiere hacer?
No.
No.
Me,
You don't want to take this deal, sir?
no entendí lo que dijo, no entendí.
¿Usted no quiere aceptar esta oferta, señor? I didn't understand.
Sí,
I didn't
es que no
understand
entendí,
what I heard.
no entendí lo que dijo, no escuché.
I didn't understand what I heard. I didn't hear.
Do you understand what you had the conversation with the lawyer about?
¿Usted comprende de lo que usted y su abogado hablaron?
Sí.
Yes.
And do you want to take the deal that was offered to you?
¿Y quiere usted aceptar esta oferta de resolución? Esta oferta que le propuso la fiscalía?
Sí.
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
¿Puede usted levantar la mano derecha, por favor?
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Jura usted o declara solemnemente que va a decir la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Juro.
I swear it.
All right, you can put your hand down.
Ya puede bajar la mano.
Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
¿Y comprende usted que la penalidad máxima que usted pudiera recibir para este delito es 93 días en la cárcel y o máximo de $500 en multas?
Por eso voy a cárcel.
So I'm going to jail?
Come back in the trial room, Mr. Berry, and make sure he understands what's going on and read his advice on the case.
Así que vamos a volver a la sala privada para hablar.
Okay.
El juez lo ha pedido porque parece que usted no ha comprendido.
Okay.
Okay.
Join the room, please.
Acepte donde dice unirse, por favor.
All right, let's go back on the record. Let's go back on the record with Green. Let's go back on the record with Tyon Green. I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client is respectfully requesting a trial date so that he can bring documentation.
Trial is March 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Mr. Green, if there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
What date?
March 24th.
Okay.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. DeMonte Green, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would like an opportunity to come back with a valid license and other documentation.
All right, I can give him a pretrial date. Pretrial date is going to be February 25th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. If it's nothing further, Mr. Green, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge. You have a great day.
You too. This is the city of Detroit, Ms. Harris, versus Gerald Dwayne Gilmer. Case number SP 108-23071, SP 1358585, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1555491, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 771852, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 771861, SP 821460, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 9036051, SP 947500, counts 1, 2, and 3, U 4518918, 16287161, 18479259, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Gerald
Dwayne. Huh?
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Gilmore. Please state your name for the record.
Gerald Dwayne Gilmore. How you doing?
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer Hernandez. Officer Hernandez here.
Officer Hernandez is here, Your Honor. Hold on for a second. Let me get to another sheet.
Corporal Vajan is here.
Good morning, Corporal Vajan. Put your appearance on the record, please.
Corporal James Vajan, badge 234.
Good morning to you, Corporal Croxton. Put your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Judge. Corporal Croxton, Detroit Police Officer 665.
All right. Corporal Spidell, good morning to you. Put your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Corporal Spidell, badge 402, Detroit Police Department.
Officer Nelson, good morning to you. Put your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Officer Nelson, badge 3664, Detroit Police Department.
Good morning to you, Corporal Hampton. Good morning to you. Thought he was here. All right. Is there a Officer Gilbert, Joel Gilbert? Is there Officer Frank Opet?
Officer Gilbert's here.
Okay.
Officer Gilbert, good morning to you. Put your appearance on the record, please.
I'm sorry, you said put my appearance off. Police Officer Joel Gilbert, badge number 2580.
All right.
Officer Opet doesn't work here anymore.
Officer Opet is gone. So at least the whole other force showed up for you, Mr. Gilmer. Ms. Harris, work this out for Mr. Gilmer. Mr. Gilmer, today is the date and time set for a trial. You need to get Officer Hernandez back. Mr. Bowman, did you have?
I got you. I'm going to work on that. But as it relates to Mr. Gilmore's ticket of the narcotic drug violation, can I have that ticket read?
Well, that ticket, goes back to 2018. It is suspected liquid cocaine, 1 4, 1/2, 2 plastic bottles. And I have an instant report, Ms. Harris. And let me see if I have chemical analysis in this report. I'm going to get Ms. Harris, if necessary, a copy of this ticket. So I have an incident report. Preliminary analysis report.
Is there a way I can have that report number, Judge?
Incident number, you want incident number?
Yes, sir. The police report number. Yes, sir.
18030. I don't know if that's a 90386. It was on dated 3/10/18. I'm gonna give this stuff to Ms. Harris. Ms. Harris, today is the date and time set for a trial.
I'm sorry, you said it was 18030900386.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. I'll get that to you in a minute. We'll get a copy of that to Mr. Bowman and get a copy of that to Ms. Harris. Mr. Gilmore, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. Have a conversation with her, and then Mr. Bowman, you probably need to talk to your officer.
Yes.
Let's pass the matter.
Well, my officers meet me in breakout room 1, please.
Let's pass the matter. Are we ready on anyone? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez, I've given you an opportunity again to speak to counsel. Counsel, your client know what's going on now?
Vamos a volver ahora con el caso del señor Gómez. Señor Gómez, yo volví y le di otra oportunidad para hablar con su abogado. Dígame, abogado, ¿él ya entiende lo que está sucediendo?
We believe so, Your Honor.
Nosotros creemos que sí, que él ahora entiende, su señoría.
Okay, Mr. Gomez, do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Así que, señor Gómez, ¿ha comprendido usted que usted tiene un derecho absoluto de ir a juicio si usted quiere?
No.
No.
We're done. We're going to set a trial date.
Bueno, usted,
He's acting either he's acting as if he doesn't understand his rights, or he doesn't actually understand, and I'm not going to try to sit here and
bueno, yo no voy a
out.
quedarme aquí sentado esperando que él comprenda. Lo que vamos a hacer entonces es darle una fecha para que él regrese para tener un juicio.
So either bring your own retained lawyer for this, sir, and you can get a better understanding and have more time, or we'll set the matter for trial on March the 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Come back that day.
Así que usted regrese el día 24 de marzo del 2025 a las 9 de la mañana. Mientras tanto, usted tiene la oportunidad de traer su propio abogado si usted quiere y a ver si usted puede comprender mejor lo que está sucediendo. Regrese aquí el 24 de marzo.
Ok.
A las 9 de la mañana.
Ok.
Best of luck to you, sir.
Le deseo lo mejor de la suerte a usted, señor.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Reedy Morel Latuda Velasquez. Case number SP 1647210, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, and she does need an interpreter.
Se llama ahora el caso de la ciudad de Detroit versus Brady María Latuda Velázquez. Número de caso SP164-72101, cargos 1 y 2. Que todos digan sus nombres para que consten en el acta y ella sí necesita intérprete.
Brady
Elwood
Latuda.
Brady Latuda.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Y yo soy Elwood S. Berry, representando a la acusada, su señoría.
State your name for the record, Ms. Velasquez, please.
Y señora Velázquez, usted por favor diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
Brady Mariel Latuda Velázquez.
Brady Mariel Latuda Velázquez.
All right, speak with Ms. Velasquez in the breakout room and get her an updated offer. Keep in mind, you have an absolutely good trial, Ms. Velasquez.
Pasen ahora a la sala de consulta privada y déjele saber, abogado, cuál es la oferta de resolución actualizada.
Join the room, please.
Le toqué para unirme, pero me mandó otra vez aquí.
Let her know to join the room, Ms. All
right. Señora Velázquez, usted,
Sí.
usted va a ver una invitación en la pantalla para pasar a la sala privada. Por favor, toque donde dice join o unirse.
Ok, aquí me aparece.
Toque ahí. Do you see it? ¿Usted lo ve?
She's in there, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're still gonna be waiting on a lawyer now. Let's see if we can get anybody out of here that does not necessarily need a lawyer. Can't get Lydell out of here. You're gonna need a lawyer.
Well, I have all my documents, and I was in.
You need more than documents for this, with one of these allegations, sir.
Yeah, well, one of them, and
Listen,
I was.
listen. We're not talking about it. I'm just telling you, you're not ready to. You need to talk to a lawyer.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Lane. Let's see, Lane.
Ms. Mathis, can I see the file?
Mr. Langdon, good morning to you.
Mr. Gilmore.
Michael Langdon.
Good morning.
Good morning. Do you have valid registration and insurance?
Yes.
Do you have the documents there?
Yes.
Is that you that sent me the documents in the, no.
Hold on, I'm about to send it to you right now. Hold on 1 second.
Here you go. All right, if you can hold them up to the screen. This is the city of Detroit versus Michael Cornelius Langdon, case number SP 1649044, counts 1 and counts 2. State your name for the record, please.
Michael Langdon.
All right, I need you to start your video.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Langdon, let's see some valid registration and insurance. Hold it up to the screen, please.
All right, give me 1 second.
Back it up a little bit. 126. 126. That is for a 2030. What about this Ford? Do you still drive this Ford?
No.
All right. Now let me see let me see that registration again.
That's for a different vehicle.
All right. Let's see the insurance.
And insurance, I'm about to email it to you right now.
All right, you have my email address in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Mr. Bowman, I have a valid registration. Mr. Langdon sent me for not the vehicle that he had at that time. He has another vehicle. It is in his name and at his address, and it is valid.
I have no, Victor Bowman, P33764, no objection to dismissal.
On that, so give me the insurance on that vehicle, sir, and then we'll get you out of here, all right? Boom, I'll put my information in the chat. All right, let's get down to Mr. Preston Gibson. Let's pass that matter momentarily. This, all right, you're gonna have to wait, Mr. Gibson, a few minutes, all right? Let's get down to David. Let's see what David is. Mr. David Griffin, do you have a middle name?
Yes, Tramiel.
Morning to you.
Good morning.
You're gonna need to speak to the lawyer as well. Is there a lawyer here on? Hold on. Hey, Lynn, hold on, you're gonna have to speak.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Langdon. I did send you that email.
All right, when it pops up, I'll get you out of here.
Thank you, Ms. Smith.
Who are we ready on? Ready on Mr. Velasquez, Mr. Berry?
Correct, Your Honor. Ready.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Velasquez. Mr. Velasquez, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your plan want to do?
Así que vamos a volver ahora al caso de la señora Velázquez. Señora Velázquez, le dimos la oportunidad de hablar con su abogado defensor en una sala privada de consulta. Abogado, ¿qué quiere hacer su cliente?
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date. She needs to gather documents.
Su señoría, queremos que nos dé una fecha para regresar para ir a juicio con juez. Ella necesita tiempo para conseguir sus documentos.
All right, I'm gonna give you a trial date of March the 24th, 2025. New trial date. And Mark got the file mark, needs Spanish interpreter.
Señora, sí que la fecha para regresar es el 24 de marzo. El 24 de marzo del 2025 para su juicio con juez. Voy a anotar en su expediente que usted necesita tener intérprete.
Okay, ¿a qué hora sería?
Okay, and what time would it be?
9 a.m.
A las 9 de la mañana.
There's nothing further, ma'am. Have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you.
Si no tiene algo que agregar, señora, le deseamos un buen día y muchísima suerte.
March 24th. Best of luck to you, ma'am.
El 24 de marzo, anótelo, señora, el 24 de marzo. Le deseamos mucha suerte.
All right. There's nothing further. Have a very good day.
Si no tiene algo que agregar, que tenga muy buen día.
This is the city of Detroit versus Emerson Garcia Viena, case number SP 1645963, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Berry, allow Ms. Phillip to interpret appearance for the record, please.
Vamos al caso de la ciudad de Detroit versus Emerson José García Pereira. Número de caso SP 164-5963, cargos 1 y 2. Que todos digan sus nombres para que consten en el acta, por favor.
Elwood S. Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Garcia.
Soy Elwood S. Berry, el abogado representando al señor García. Usted diga su nombre completo, señor.
Emerson José García Pereira.
Emerson José García Pereira.
All right, today is the day. Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a Pre-trial, Mr. Berry, speak to Mr. Garcia, give him an updated offer. If he doesn't like the offer, keep in mind he has an absolute right to a trial.
Buenos días usted, señor. Y este es el día y es la hora que habíamos designado para tener la consulta previa al juicio. Abogado, por favor, vaya y háblele al señor en una sala privada de consulta. Dígale cuál es la oferta actualizada y que déjele saber que él tiene derecho de tener juicio.
Join the room, please.
Acepte la invitación que va a ver en la pantalla donde dice join o unirse. Toque en la pantalla donde ve la invitación.
No está la invitación.
I'm not seeing an invitation.
I'll switch them to 7 and I'll switch them back to 2. Still not joining.
Is he there, Your Honor? No.
He's not. Go to 7, sir.
Señor, acepte para pasar a la sala número 7, donde dice unirse o join.
All right, I'm going to switch them to 2. He's in there.
Oh,
go ahead, Mr.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's pass that matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Michael Langdon. Mr. Langdon, I'll receive you. Ensure best of luck to you. We're on dismiss your cases. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Thank you. Do the same, Your Honor.
Thank you. City of Detroit versus Tamika Monique Lewis, case number SB 1485151. State your name for the record, Ms. Lewis, please.
Yes, hi, Your Honor. My name is Tamika Monique Lewis.
All right, do you have a bonnet on your head, ma'am? Oh, no, that's not a bonnet. All right, today is the day I'm set for a show cause. I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. I'm gonna give you a $0 bond. Ms. Lewis, you never paid finished paying, or you never got into a payment plan on this park closed ticket. All right, I gotta go back to the front room and go back to sleep.
Yes, Your Honor, I called down there recently, after I made a payment. I made 2 payments within the last month and a half. So it wasn't much of a large payment, but I called down to get
Hold on. I said you can enter into a payment plan. Why didn't you use that money to get into a payment plan? Why don't you come down here?
I came down there because I came down there recently. I came down there and they told me that I had to pay $107 to start it off due to the fact of the ticket. So that's why I decided to just make a payment instead of.
Is that because they're gonna make you enter into a payment plan for everything?
Yeah. And she said to start it off, I had to pay $107.
All right, can you get $107?
Honestly, it's kind of tough right now because I haven't been able to have a stable transportation back and forth to work. So, and then, it's kind of hard picking up due to the fact of a lot of things personal.
Where do you work?
I work for a divine company. I have been
And,
working there for the last 5, 6 years.
and where is that? Where is that?
That's located in Southfield, Michigan.
And you can't get out to Southfield, Michigan? You're in Detroit, you can't get out to Southfield,
Um,
Michigan?
it's a private company, so they send me out to various different locations throughout the city of Detroit. So, due to the fact that, I haven't had a stable transportation since November, since October. No, yep, October the 21st. I haven't had a stable transportation, but I have been to work during that time, being up until November the 2nd. So, yeah. So it's kind of hard getting back up right now on getting transportation. So, like, I can contact them. They can send me out.
I know the bus is not the most glamorous form of transportation, but I don't see how people can't do that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have touched the bus before, and that's not the least of my selection of a choice of transportation. But due to the fact that I'm in a state of right now, trying to basically it's kind of like a civil matter within the state of Michigan. So I'm kind of like trying to find other because I use Lyft and Uber to get back and forth. So
That's ridiculous. That's
yeah.
ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. You're using Uber or Lyft and spending. I couldn't afford to come to work every day on Uber or Lyft on my salary, and you don't want to catch the bus, and you're using Uber or Lyft. It makes no sense.
No, it's not that I don't want to catch the bus. It's just Lyft and Uber was more convenient at the time being, And like I said, due to the fact that my paycheck, I have it. It's a because they basically my paycheck something I don't know what's going on, but they're in the audit right now, so it kind of affected my recent paycheck. So,
I'm not even talking about that, man. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the fact of the matter is that you choose to do Uber or Lyft, where the prices, I've never ordered an Uber in my life. The prices on Uber can be $5 one trip and $25 for the same trip the next time. Am I right about that?
yes, that is correct. But like I said, I have limited options when it comes down to transportation. So
You
Uber and
have
Lyft
the
is kind of.
DOT, and we already talked about that. That's not the most glamorous, but it's definitely cheaper. And if you leave out early enough and get out there early enough, it will come at some point. And what my point about this is that everybody's trying to make stuff more convenient for themselves. And I get it. I would like convenience too. But at some point, you got to knuckle down and grind it out and do what you have to do in order to get where you need to go. But spending Uber or Lyft, you could buy a new car traveling like that.
I haven't received my license yet since my ticket has been last dismissed. So it's a lot going on.
So you
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
I don't see anything here that's messing with your license. Listen, I'm gonna give you another 30 days. I don't see this ending anytime soon.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've knocked it down and I'm getting there.
I tell
So
you
I'm making
what,
some progress.
I don't have confidence in that if you keep taking Uber or Lyft. You're getting there, you're getting them rich, but yeah, I don't see you being able, I don't see how you can afford that. February 18th, 2025, you can still enter that payment plan. All right, have a great day, man.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. You too.
All right, best of luck to you. Good. Are we ready on anyone? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Vamos a volver con el caso del señor García. Señor García, le di la oportunidad de hablar con su abogado en una sala privada de consulta. Dígame, abogado, que quiera ser su cliente.
Mr. Berry?
Señor Berry.
Your Honor, Mr. Garcia has valid documents, and we seek dismissal.
Su señoría, mi cliente, el señor García, tiene documentos válidos. Andamos buscando que le quiten los cargos, que los desestimen.
Case dismissed, Mr. Garcia. If there's nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Sus casos quedan desestimados, señor García. Si no tiene algo que agregar, le deseo a usted buen día y buena suerte.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Disculpe, soy Brady Latuda. Se me desconectó la llamada. No escuché a qué horas es la próxima corte y si es en vivo o vía Zoom.
Excuse me, but this is Brady Latuda, and I was disconnected, and I don't know what time again, and if it's in person or in Zoom or by Zoom.
Ya puedo retirarme, ¿verdad?
You're free to leave.
Sí, usted se puede ir, señor García.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Latuda, your case is going to be March the 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. and it can be by Zoom.
Así que, señora Latuda, su próxima audiencia es el 24 de marzo del 2025 a las 9 de la mañana y puede ser por la plataforma de Zoom.
Okay, está bien, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you.
Y muchísima suerte a usted, señora.
All right. This is the City of Detroit versus Stephen Lydell, case number SP1641221, SP1641699, counts 1 and counts 2, SP1647570, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP1647891. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lydell.
Stephen Lydell.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Mr. Berry, I counted 5 tickets on the docket. I count 7 that I called into the record. Let me make sure we have everything. So the 2 tickets that were not on the docket are a failure to use turn signal twice. It appears to be 2 separate occasions. Failure to use turn signal twice. Give him an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Lydell, you have an absolute right to a trial. I have no objection. I have no problem setting that matter aside so you could be heard if the city doesn't have any objection. I'm going to put you in a breakout room and have a conversation. Rejoin that breakout room to have a conversation with Mr. Berry, okay?
Thank you.
Join the room, please.
I don't see anything.
Pre-populated. That go to 7, please.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Villaroo, do you want to ask anybody that they need an interpreter? I think we're done with the interpreter.
Yes, I'll be glad to ask, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguna otra persona que necesite un intérprete de español? Por favor, déjanos saber.
Ms. Villaroo, I appreciate you, and we'll see you soon. If we need you again, we'll give you a call.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You have a better one. Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't take me to the breakout room. I'm back in the courtroom. That's 8.
Just join us.
Okay.
All right, we're waiting on the lawyer. Mr. Bowman, I'm looking for Officer DeBacker, Tyler DeBacker. This is the city of Detroit versus Robert Odell Lockett, case number SP 130-12641. State your name for the record, Mr. Lockett, please.
Robert Odell Lockett Sr.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time. Let's make sure we have the right Robert. What's your date of birth, sir?
December 1st, 1976.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there Officer Tyler DeBacher? I don't recall signing that officer in.
And Your Honor, the name of that officer is unfamiliar to me.
Case dismissed, sir, on the court's own motion, no officer. Best of luck to you. Have a very good day. I'm gonna wait if you want to be.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right.
I can go?
You can go.
Okay, thank you.
Did you see Officer Kevin Ripke, Mr. Bowman?
No, Your Honor.
This is the city of Detroit versus Ashton Anthony Owens, case number U70140724. Mr. Owens, state your name for the record, please.
Ashton Anthony Owens.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Case dismissed on the court's own motion, no officer. Best of luck to you. Have a very good day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, can we have a roll call for a 9 o'clock? The defendant is Mr.
The only one I don't see is Lipscomb. We have Gunn, we have Gross, we have Glenn. The only one I don't see is there a Michael Lipscomb here? Everyone else has appeared. Except for Michael Lipscomb. Officer, yes.
Can you tell me the officer who has appeared for the Daniel Ramos Lopez case?
No officer. Crawley was the officer. Erica Crawley. Officer Sherrill. Good morning to you.
That's me.
You're free to leave. I don't have a Michael Lipscomb. It'll be a failure to appear bench warrant.
It will be Capius, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Be safe
Thank
out
you.
there.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You too. And that's
Bye-bye.
see Officer Briggs or Officer Cross. Is there a Officer Brian Cross? I don't see that officer. Okay, so let's move on down to
Excuse me, Judge. Can you tell me what happened with Gilmore? I was just left in the breakout room and no one said anything.
He's still speaking with his lawyer. Nothing yet.
Okay.
All right. Gunn, we're waiting on. Ms. Guyton, good morning to you. Do you have valid registration and insurance, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Your device is breaking up. Are you driving? Ms. Harris?
I believe we are, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gilmore. Mr. Gilmore, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, there is a recommendation. My client could plead to 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of improper plate, 6 counts of allowing, with several matters being dismissed, with the one case in controversy being the U ticket, Your Honor, the narcotic and drug related violation.
All right. So so is that gonna kill the whole deal? What's going on with that?
No, Your Honor, I believe Mr. Bowman may be requesting an adjournment. Obviously, defense would object to that, as today is the date and time set for trial on that case. But I don't want to speak for him, so I would allow Mr. Bowman to articulate the issue with that case.
Thank you, counsel. Victor Bowman for the people, P33764. Officer Gilbert is here. I have reviewed the file, the incident report, and the lab analysis. This ticket is written as a narcotics drug violation. The reports indicate the presence of both marijuana and codeine. The lab analysis also indicates that they is positive for codeine. That is the reason why the ticket was written. The information from the testimony of the officer may be sufficient to meet our burden. However, I'm also anticipating cross-examination about the person who tested the codeine. And for that reason, I request an adjournment to subpoena the person who tested the codeine. Although the identification of the codeine is sufficient based upon the officer's testimony or anticipated testimony.
So what I'm hearing is that counsel is going to ask for the lab person to come in and to verify and that everything that was in this report, that they know, and that it is comports to what it says it is. I don't believe your officer is going to be able to.
Good morning, this is Trinita.
So the question is, do I give you an adjournment so you can get the lab person in or not?
That is the $64,000 question, Your Honor.
I mean, the other issue is we got 10 pleas. So what do we just add to, is this to be 11? We have all these officers here.
And if I can add, Your Honor, I believe Michigan Court Rule 6.202B would have required written notice to be provided to either my client or his counsel if any lab report was going to be used at trial. So we would also have an issue of not complying with the court rule, even if we were to begin testimony, which would mean that we can't take any testimony regarding the report.
Your Honor, lastly, of the 22 charges, I believe Mr. Gilmore, through his counsel, is prepared to plead to 50% of them. We'll dismiss the narcotics for the efficient administration of justice.
You know what I was going to do? I was going to give you your time, Mr. Bowman.
That's all right.
Get your case together. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean, that realistically, you know, we're talking about pleading to 10 counts. You want to take the deal, sir? Mr. Gilmer? You have to unmute yourself and turn your camera on.
Hello, Your Honor.
You want to take the deal?
Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, sir. You let me know.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No. No, Your Honor.
Okay. Draw your attention back to way back to May the 8th, 2020 at around 1:30 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Birdwood and Joy Road. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
I never had them. I never had a driver's license.
You still don't have one, do you?
No, that's why I'm trying to get myself together.
Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. Let me carry your attention back to, it seems like you had a license. So carry it back to May the 29th, 2022 at around 7:58 p.m. City of Detroit and area of Jefferson and Orleans. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Officer asked you to produce valid driver's license and registration.
Yes, sir.
Could not do either, could you?
No. No.
Why is that?
I didn't have it.
All right. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing an improper plate, allowing for the driving while license revoked and the improper plate. How old are you, sir?
45.
45.
Yeah.
Let me draw your attention back to February 23rd, 2024, around 4:48 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Chicago and Carlin. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
The officer asked you to produce valid driver's license, valid registration and insurance.
Yes, sir.
You could not do either, could you?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Is that,
I didn't have it.
was there something wrong with the plate on this Nissan? What was wrong with the plate?
Yeah, it was actually my daughter's car, but I don't even think the plate. I know the plate ain't go to the car. It was the wrong plate.
Very well. Find your client guilty as charged to the improper plate and amended count of improper plate for the unregistered, untitled, amended count for no insurance, improper plate, amended to that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess we can keep going on and on. We have to keep going on and on. So draw your attention back to November the 21st, 2017, at 2:08 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Chicago and Manor. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Officer asked you to produce valid driver's license, registration, and insurance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Couldn't do either, could you?
Yes, sir.
And why is that?
I didn't have it.
Was there something wrong with the plate on that vehicle? That 2007 Chevy.
Probably was it probably wasn't. I think it probably was the right plate. It probably just wasn't. It probably just wasn't valid.
No, I'm gonna say it probably was the wrong plate.
Oh well, it could have been. I ain't trying to pull your tail.
No, I'm not saying you're trying to do that. I'm just saying this is just your MO.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix that, man. I got old for real. Just was immature, man. For real.
This is just your MO. This is just what you do. You just get a car. You put any plate on there. I'm not gonna go on that one because he doesn't remember, and I can understand why he doesn't remember it. He's got so many cases, and then go back so old. So let's do this. Let's draw your attention back to March the 7th, 2018, around 4:16 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Schaefer and Chicago. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No, Your Honor.
Why is that?
I didn't have it.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. Stipulation of probable cause, counsel will dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gilmore, what are you doing with yourself, sir?
I work.
And where do you work?
Blue Steel.
How long have you been there?
Probably about 6 months.
And what were you doing before you got that job?
Man, my old man just passed, so I was doing home care, helping my mother for the last 2 years. Then I had home care with my brother 2 years before that he passed. So I just been kind of tied up in that. So, now my mother older. I'm like, man, I need to get my stuff together because I got to help out with her. And I got a new grandson. Just trying to get myself right, honestly.
And Your Honor, my client and I did discuss potentially community service. I'm not sure if he was still inclined to do that if the court would allow.
Yeah, I'm still do it. You was asking? Oh, my bad.
There's a whole lot of community service. I mean, he's working. How much community service, how much time are you going to be able to devote to community service?
I was thinking, like Saturdays I'm off, so I was thinking mainly if I could do weekends or I don't know, I could work it out if I could do the weekend.
Probably just going to be on a Saturday. I don't think they community service on a Sunday. I don't think so. So that's what I'm trying to get at is it's $240 a piece for each violation. You know, I'm trying to be understanding of people's situations, but it sounds like to me, Mr. Gilmore, that a lot of your situations is
I'm mixed on here.
I ain't hear you, Your Honor.
I know.
What?
It sounds like to me that a lot of your situation is your own doing. I mean, I guess everybody's situation is pretty much their own doing, but
I own up to that.
What I don't hear is I don't hear Mr. Gilmore coming in here telling me, you know, something. I was out without my father. My mother was, in a situation where she had to raise us. It was tight. I hear you had two parents, and I gotta believe that your parents did everything they could to show you the right way, but you just decide to do you.
That's why I said my immaturity. I ain't lying to you.
You know,
yeah.
and we didn't even get into this codeine, you know, that you probably gonna tell me I had a cold and that's why I had it. We didn't even get into that. I was gonna give Mr. Punk an opportunity to make his case on that, but he passed on that one. So, as for purposes of sentencing, $240 times 10 is 2,400, right, Ms. Harris?
240 times 10, 2,400. Yes.
I'm gonna fine him on 5 of them. He already owes some other civil infractions. I'm gonna fine him on 5 of them. That's the best I can do for you. I'll waive the warrant fee. I'm gonna give you 30 days to figure out how to get into a payment plan. And I'm gonna say this last thing. You know, based on what you said, you helped your mother out and you helped your brother out. I sympathize with the loss of your father and especially your brother. You know, we already know our parents are supposed to go before we go. But I just don't think. What year did your brother pass?
22. June 14th.
And your brother passed when?
Friday the 13th, just a couple weeks ago, about 17 days ago.
I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know how much you helped your mom in that. I don't know how much you helped your mom with that.
About 40%, honestly.
You say 40, I say about 20.
No, I say a little bit more than I say 40, but probably about 35. Be honest, about 35.
I say about 20.
No, more than 20.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. I would like to talk to your mom. She'd give me the real, but you indicated that you weren't you were immature and but that's how I feel about it. And you know, even if I can appreciate your honesty on the 40%, but I don't think you were giving your all to your mom in those times. Now I'm not gonna say you weren't giving anything. I just don't think
I ain't get my all though, honestly.
All right, so with that, I'm gonna give you 30 days to give it to you all to figure this out.
Right.
30 days, I'm gonna allow payment plan. Allow payment plan. So you pay it at any that kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. I'm told you can upload that app to your phone, or you come in and you pay it. You get into that payment plan. Do one of the two before February 18th, and you're gonna have to come up with some cash because they want 20% to get in that payment plan. All right.
Yes, sir.
If it's nothing further, my heart goes out, my condolences go out to you and your family for the recent loss of your father and your brother. And I wish you the best of luck, Mr. Gilmore, all right?
I appreciate that.
I hope you're honest with yourself in that you're maturing, because what we do need is we need a lot more productive Mr. Gilmore in society, because I know you got a lot of skills that you can bring and help other people along, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, best of luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
And officers on Gilmore, everybody be out there, be safe out there, and best of luck to you. We'll see you soon. This is the City of Detroit versus Preston Deshaun Anthony Gibson. Case numbers SP 162-67591. And appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gibson, please state your name for the record.
Yes, Preston Anthony Deshaun Gibson.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a arraignment. Go ahead, counsel, for the purposes of arraignment.
My client stands mute, Your Honor.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf to give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Gibson, the offer is going to be amended count of disorderly conduct, $240 fine, misdemeanor morality class, HIV STD testing results to be private to you. You have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris and have a conversation with her. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Yes, sir.
Join the room. Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lydell. Mr. Lydell, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do? Miss Guyton, did you have valid registration and insurance?
Yes, I do.
Let's see. Let's go back on the record with Miss Guyton. Miss Guyton, let's see what you have.
Okay. I have the insurance. How do I send that to you?
You want to email it to me or put it in an email, put it in the chat, send it in the chat? You can do one or the other.
Okay, let's see if I can send it through the chat.
I'll put my email address in the chat. Mr. Bowman, Mr. Berry, are you ready on Lydell?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, send me the insurance and registration, Ms. Guyton, in the chat or email or however you want to get it to me, and then we'll get you out of here. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back to the record with Lydell. Mr. Lydell, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client seeks a trial date and the appointment of counsel.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lydell?
Yes, sir.
All right. Need a good phone number from you, please.
734-833-5363.
All right. I'm going to give you 2 dates. I'm going to give you a pre-trial date. That date is to be set for making sure that you have that appointed attorney. And I'm going to give you a trial date to keep this on track. And but what I need you to do is I need you to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney, then we'll get you one on the spot on February 25th. That's your next court date, sir. If you don't have any further questions, I wish you the best.
Would that be on Zoom or?
That's like Burger King, sir. That's you have it your way, all right? Best of luck to you, Mr. Just show up some kind of way. Best of luck to you, all right?
All right.
Where is David Griffin? This is the City of Detroit versus David Trammell Griffin, case number SP 1637471, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elvin S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Griffin.
David Tramiel Griffin.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Mr. Berry, get Mr. Griffin an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Griffin, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
I want a trial. I ain't taking that because I ain't do nothing wrong.
Very good. That makes it a little quicker. All right, I'm gonna give you a trial date on March the 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
Can you say that one more time for me? March the 25th at 9?
March the 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. All right?
Yep, sounds good.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, have a very good rest of your day. This is the city of Detroit versus Shaylin Odom, case number SP 164-87771. Appearance for the record, please.
Elvin S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Odom.
Shayla Odom.
Where are you, ma'am? You got to turn your camera on, please.
Okay. Let me fix my hair.
Well, we're going to pass the matter.
No,
right.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're going to pass the matter. You're going to fix your hair. You should have done that a long time ago.
It's fixed now. My dread was just in my face.
All right. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Odom. For purposes of, what is this set for, Mr. Berry?
Retrial, Your Honor.
All right. This is Ms. Odom. You have an absolute right to a trial. Mr. Berry is going to get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room. All right. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. Join the room, please. You're welcome. Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gibson. Mr. Gibson, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting the appointment of counsel and a trial date.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gibson?
Yes, sir.
All right, I need a good phone number, and Ms. Harris usually puts it in the chat. I have it. I need you to answer the calls that you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney by February 25th, we're going to get one appointed to you on the spot. That's just set for that date for you to make sure that your attorney has been, the trial date is going to be March the 25th. So come back February the 25th at 8:30. If you don't have any further questions, sir, best of luck to you. Have a very good day, all right?
Thank you, sir. You too,
You're welcome. All right, good. All right. Ms. Harris, this is the city of Detroit versus Davion Demond Gross, case numbers SP 1601164, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1640082, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Davion Demond Gross.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer Van Meer, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? Is Officer Van Meer here?
Your Honor, he left me with a phone number. Can I call him?
You may. Let's pass the matter. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. Is Officer Askew here? Officer Hunter Askew. I don't believe that we had a Officer Hunter Askew. Okay.
Your Honor, there is.
It is. It was an Officer Askew as well. So, Officer Askew, can you unmute yourself and put your appearance on the record, please? All right, we have Officer Askew and Officer Van Meer. We'll put you in a breakout room, speak with your client, Get your client an offer if he wants to take it. Officer, ask you, can you take your hat off, please, and state your name to the record?
Yes, sir. Officer Askew, Detroit Police Department.
All right. And badge number.
101.
Very well. Good morning to you. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Mr. Gross. Let's pass the matter. Are you ready on Ms. Odom, Mr. Bear?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Odom. Ms. Odom, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a trial and the appointment of counsel.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Odom?
That was the only option that I was gave, so I guess I have to.
No, it's not the only option you, you have the option of pleading guilty as charged if you want to do that.
No.
Okay, so then that's you want a trial date.
Okay, is this my lawyer? Him?
Well, you don't have a lawyer right now. You didn't bring your own lawyer. So for today, that is your lawyer.
Okay.
All right, but we're gonna get a lawyer appointed to you. It probably more than likely won't be him at the next court appearance.
Wait, can he be my lawyer? I like him.
Well, we don't need an appointment of attorney then, Mr.
No, Your Honor, please. Please provide her counsel.
What? Okay, it's cool. It is cool. I can give me another lawyer.
Barry, Mr. Barry.
No, that is bold.
Oh my goodness. All right. Need appointed attorney. All right. I need a good phone number from you, ma'am.
810
810
884
884
1705.
1705. I'm going to set a pre-trial date for February 25th, 2025, and at 8:30 a.m. That date is set, ma'am, for you to for that attorney to have contact with you. If that attorney has not had contact with you by that date, we're getting an appointed to you on the spot. I will set a trial date for March the 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And I need you to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney, we'll appoint one on the spot, all right?
Okay, have a great day. And you too, Mr. Barry.
Best of luck to you.
I can leave now?
You may.
Okay, thank you.
All right. It's never a dull day in this courtroom. This is the city of Detroit versus Alexis Simone Grant. Case numbers SP 1468577, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1560288, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1623825, counts 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know if these cases are, these are state cases. I don't know how they've been involved. We got a future lawyer there that's willing to represent our mom, that's willing to represent us. Is that your daughter or son?
That was my son.
Son. So State of Michigan versus Alexis Simone Grant, case number SX4368289. Count 1. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Grant.
Alexis Simone Grant.
Morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for it's arraignment on the bench warrant on a lot of these cases, counsel.
For purposes of arraignment, Your Honor, my client would stand mute.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. 1, 2, 3 cases on the docket. That's all I see. 3 cases. Those are the newer cases. Let's give you an update that the cases I called that are not on the docket. Keep your pen ready, Mr. Berry.
Ready, Your Honor.
I have a no ops. I have an unregistered untitled, a no insurance, and a driver's license never acquired, all misdemeanors. I have a no ops, unregistered untitled, and a no insurance, misdemeanors. Ms. Grant, you know the story. Mr. Berry is going to get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, you will be able to have a trial date set, okay? I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. Have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay? Join the room, please. Ms. Guyton, I'm not able to see your, it's one of those, Ms. Harris, Ms. Guyton has sent this, this thing to me, and it's one of those ones where you need to download it.
Oh, so the
I
one
need Mr. Bowman. I need Mr. Bowman, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought you could help me on a tech matter.
I can attempt to.
Since you're the tech.
Get on there.
Mr.
Yes,
Bowman,
Your Honor.
Ms.
Your
Harris
Honor.
needs 4. All right, go ahead.
She can send it to me in the chat, or we can go into a breakout room and I can get it in the email.
Send it to Attorney Harris in the chat, and she can open it up. It says it's let me see. Okay, no. I got it. I'm learning.
So Your Honor, the one that was downloaded, I sent another one. I made a mistake and sent the wrong one. But I sent a updated one.
You go ahead, Ms.
I don't know
Harris.
if
Mr. Bowman, you sent me one from before. I don't know what this is.
yes, I'm sending an update.
Go ahead. Mr. Bowman, go on 4, please, and speak with Ms. Harris. It would be best if you can email it. What about the registration? How are you going to send that?
No. So I'm currently I'm in Colorado right now, so I don't have the registration with me.
Okay, so
at
come
home.
back.
What was that?
When are you coming back?
I'll be back in probably 3 days.
Sorry. You'll be back in 3 days. You want to come back next week with your documents, ma'am?
Yes, that would be perfect.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Guyton. I need valid registration and insurance, Ms. Guyton. I'm gonna have you back on the 23rd, pre-trial on another Thursday, 23,
Okay.
25 at 8:30. All right, best of luck to you and safe travels back home. All right.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Good, thank you. Are we ready on Ms. Grant?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Grant. Ms. Grant, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date.
Is that what you want, Ms. Grant?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a trial date. That's gonna be March the 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. I don't see anything that's preventing Ms. Graham from getting a valid license. I wish you can do that, ma'am. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day. March 25th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Right. This is the city of Detroit, Mr. Berry versus Taiwan Devon Gray. Case numbers SP 164-7702, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 164-77031. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr., on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gray.
Gray.
Start your video, sir, please. State your name for the record, Mr. Gray. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Taiwan Gray.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Give Mr. Gray an updated offer, Mr. Berry. Mr. Berry, you have an Mr. Gray, you have an absolute right to a trial if you don't like the offer. Speak to Mr. Berry in the breakout room, all right? Join the room, please. Join the room. He's in there.
I can leave now.
Ms. Grant, you may leave. You got that court date. Best of luck to you. All right, have a great.
Your Honor, was I done?
Mike's iPhone, you never got started.
Oh, no, I didn't know from the first time you called me, so I was asking.
Yeah, we gotta call you. We were just checking you in, really. The officers were checking to see if you were here. It's almost over with though. You and Don. Last two.
Thank you.
Well, is that Mr. Bowman? Are you supposed to be in 4? Yes. Very good. Mr. Officer Gilbert, Mr. Gilmer is gone. He pled to a bunch of things.
Oh, that'd been nice for that guy to let me know. Okay, thank you.
Be safe and best of luck to you. I'll see you soon.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
Go back in the room and wait on the lawyer.
I don't know what happened. It went out. It kicked me out.
Oh, let's see.
No, I pushed you out after discussion with the city attorney.
Let's go back on the record with Gross. Let's go back on the record with Gross. Mr. Gross, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, at this time, after discussion, there is a recommendation to dismiss.
Is that what it is? All right, dismiss the cases. All right, if there's nothing further, Mr. Gross, have a very good day and best of luck to you, all right?
Thank you so much. You have a great day too.
Thank
you all.
All right, thank you. All right, this is going to be, and that's who's ever on Gross, officers Vandermeer and Askew. Be safe out there and best of luck to you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Judge Perkins. Have a wonderful morning, sir.
Well, thank you. City of Detroit versus Michael Rodham Glenn. Case numbers SP 106-4645, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 106-70541. SP 127-6488, counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. SP 155-1517, counts 1. SP 162-1265, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Mike Glenn.
Sherika Harris on behalf of the defendant.
State your name again for the record, Mr. Glenn, please.
Mike Glenn.
All right, Mike Glenn, this is today is the date and time set for a trial. Do we have Officer Tonti? Officer Tonti, have not seen Officer Tonti. Do we have Officer ALANERY? Haven't seen that officer. We have Officer Sanders. Haven't seen that officer. Officer Hayes, we've seen Officer Hayes, I believe. I don't see him in the room now. Officer
Rayum, RHEAUME.
Don't see that officer. Make it easy for us. Officer Hayes was not here today. I think Officer Hayes was here yesterday. No, Officer Hayes did check in today. He's not here now.
Defense moves to dismiss.
All right. Case is dismissed. I'm gonna waive the warrant fee, pay. You have anything to say about that, Mr. Bowman?
I'm going to stay silent, Your Honor.
Pay reinstatement fee, waive warrant fee, pay reinstatement fee. If there's nothing further, if you pay this $288, you can potentially say, so he already paid that. Do you have a valid license, Mr. Glenn?
Oh no, I'm still currently going through with Redford. I ended up getting sick and I had a
You
death.
feeling better now?
Yes, I am. So I'm gonna get to it this week.
I know you're feeling a lot better now. All right,
Oh
best of
yeah.
luck, sir. Have a great day, all right?
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Harris, this is the City of Detroit versus Tiana. Best of luck to you, Mr. Glenn. You're free to leave. This is the City of Detroit versus Tiana Gunn. Case numbers SP 11251-771, SP 2450241, SP 38001. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Ms. Gunn. Please state your name for the record.
Tiana Gunn.
Morning, Ms. Gunn. Officer Allison, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. Officer Allison, badge 4443.
All right, good morning to you, Officer. Oh, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Detroit Police Officer Nicholas Halp, badge 1789.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial. We don't have Avion. So get your client an updated offer. Keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial. And today is the date and time set for that, Ms. Dunn. We'll put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris and have a conversation with her and let us know what you want to do when you come on. I don't see her. Oh. Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client seeks a trial date and the appointment of counsel.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gray?
Yes.
I need a good phone number from you.
313-926-7484.
926-7484. All right, 313-926-7484. And I'm setting the pre-trial date. You've heard it all morning for the purposes of making sure that you have that attorney for February 25th at 8:30 a.m. That's your next court date. And I'm setting the trial date for March 5th at 8:30. Good morning. You have answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney, in time March 25th, we want to place you on the spot. You don't have any further questions, Mr. Gray. You have a very good day and best of luck.
All right.
Your day was yesterday. The Founders Week.
Founders Week, Your Honor.
All right.
Good morning to you, sir.
You got any questions, Mr. Gray?
No.
You just want to hang around? You're free to leave, sir. I talked to you. All right, done. This thing here, call up Mr. Soroki and get another date, please. I'm sorry.
I think that might be. I'll call. We're gonna call him later or right now. Okay.
I expect you can call sooner rather than later to get in touch with this client.
Okay, I got her phone number.
Oh, please find this.
Yes. Where I gave it to you.
Officer, oh, can you meet me in breakout room 1, please?
Officer Allison, 1, please. I guess he needs to speak with his officers. Ms. Harris?
I'm going to say yes, that is true. Because, yeah, thank you.
Ms. Harris,
Yes, sir.
meet me in
4? Okay.
Are we ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gunn. Ms. Gunn, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. What does your client want to do? What's going to happen?
My client is going to enter a plea under Officer Allison's ticket, driving while unlicensed. It will be amended to allowing. The remaining matter was being dismissed.
That's what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mrs. Harris went over your other advice or right to break out room, did she not?
She did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
By taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
I'm sorry?
Do you know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the records?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to September the 11th, 2022 at around 10:17 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Connor and Forest Streets. Do you have an occasion on that day to come in Connor, Detroit Police Department?
2022. I'm not, I don't remember.
Driving a 2010 Ford, Connor and Forest?
Yes. Yes, that's my, yep, I had that car.
Do you recall that? They also said you ran a red light?
Oh, 10:13 in the morning. Yes, I remember.
10:17 in the morning, yeah. And did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
He did.
You couldn't do so, could you?
I gave him my license.
Was it any good?
It should have been.
Oh, no. He says it wasn't.
Okay. If it wasn't, then it was news to me when he told me.
Do we need to look up the record, Ms. Harris, or what do we need to do?
Your Honor, is this Officer Haupt ticket, Haupt?
No, Allison's.
Oh, okay, all right.
I don't think we need to look it up. I dare not ask this question. Ms. Gunn, is your license valid now?
No.
We're satisfied, Your Honor.
The court's got to be satisfied. You're saying that, are you disputing that your license was valid? Are you going to contest that what the officer said your license wasn't valid at that day?
No, I'm going with whatever Miss Harrison advised me to do.
No. No, I'm asking you. Officer Allison said on that day your license wasn't valid. Okay. Are you to say that it was? Or do you agree with him? Or you just don't know?
I just don't remember.
No contest plea then? Or
yeah, yes.
But I mean, today is the time set for a trial. It's the people's burden to prove that the license was not valid. And,
No objection to the no contest plea.
Ms. Harris?
Ms. Gunn, do you want a trial or do you want to move forward with a plea? Do you want to talk to me in a breakout room?
Yes.
All right, go back in the breakout room, Ms. Gunn. You can just rejoin. You see it down there at the bottom? When you hit more or something, there she goes. She's in there, Ms. Harris. Oh, yeah. I mean, not super much more. But today is the 16th.
Your Honor,
Yes.
could we help Ms. Gunn refresh her recollection by pulling her driving record to let her know if it was valid that day or not?
Run Ms. Gunn's driving, please. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gunn. Date of the allegation was September the 11th. September the 11th. Your license, Ms. Gunn, it indicates on the on your driving record that on September 11th, 2022, you had violation date on 9/2/2021. 9/2/2021, your license was suspended for no insurance proof. And that suspension was effective from 1/19/2022 to 2/1/2022. You also have Do you recall that? No insurance proof is suspending your license, ma'am?
Yes.
Does that help you refresh your recollection?
Yes, and you said it was suspended from January 22 to February 22.
Yes.
And I received the ticket in September 22.
Whoa. Hey. I don't see the license being suspended on the dates that were in question.
So is the court saying that her license was valid on the date of the offense?
I can't say that. I can't say that. I know that the reinstatement date was February 1st, 2022. The question is, would she have to go in to the Secretary of State, or would that just administratively be reinstated? I can't answer that. But it appears that she was, at the very least, eligible for a license on that date. So I can't.
Based on that, I guess we need to report with the trial, Your Honor.
Yeah, I can't say, based on the driving record, it indicates that it was suspended for those dates that I said, but on February 1st, 2022, that was the reinstatement date. I only have a few tickets on here. Tickets from September the 2nd, 2021. I have these tickets from September the 11th, 2022. I have tickets from October the 15th, 2022. And that's it. It was suspended on February 3rd, 2023, though. And that seems like that's why it's still suspended, because of Sterling Heights.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So I honestly can't say that it's still, that it was suspended at that time. So you go back in the breakout room and speak to Mr. Barry, Mr. Bowman.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, hold on.
Oh, okay, I'm waiting. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good. Everybody have a good. Thank you.
Bob, you provide. Bob, you. We have that line, baseball. It's a smoke system. We have a tag line.
Carriages down. Talking about those carriages down.
Yeah, I don't understand you where you don't go.
I don't understand because I stayed at the festivals when I was younger. At the bus down.
You weren't paying attention.
And I went to Buffalo Island all the time. I used to be down at our plaza pretty much every other weekend going to Buffalo. Maybe I was at Buffalo Island.
No, it was for years.
And I've been trying to know what's going on.
said, I must be in the front row. Said that.
I must be in the front row.
Yeah, that was his line. Yes, that's stuff. I mean, I'm not talking about stuff that's like, you know, this was like you know, remember, I must be in the front row.
Oh, that sounds kind of familiar, but I would know.
I think that was him. You don't remember the carriages, the horse-drawn carriages downtown?
No.
I don't know what you.
What carriages? Look, every time that somebody remembers something that I can't remember, it's a running joke that I just say I was in Israel because I wasn't. I mean, I came here when
you were in Israel then.
Well, I came here when I was 5. But every time somebody remembers something that I don't remember, I just blame it on. I wasn't here.
No, you were in Israel then. Because they probably had them when you were 5, because I imagine they had them all the time up until they got rid of them.
I remember horses like the police,
Yeah.
you know.
They
I
still
remember
have
that,
those.
but you know, you don't see them as much. But
No, you don't see them as much.
what color was the carriage? Were they white?
White.
Okay, maybe I do then.
I think they had different colors too, but I know
I remember some.
More of them were white.
Okay, maybe I do. You said you never wrong.
This gun is way too young to remember that stuff.
And look, what's taking place now is the people on the cycles driving you original.
Yeah, we did that though. Yeah, that was kind of
I
fun.
forgot what they called what they called.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. You ready, Ms. Harris?
I am giving them an opportunity to speak privately.
Ms. Harris, do you remember the horse-drawn carriages downtown going through Greektown?
I am not that old, but no.
I'll say she's not too.
I'm not that. I don't know. Was that like recent?
No, that's like 80s, 90s.
Okay. How old do you think I am? Don't answer that.
You and this gun wasn't remember that I was still in diapers. Do you remember the line where the person used to say,
No.
I must be in the front row?
Do you remember Kelly and Company? No.
Again.
Kelly and Company is the news anchor lady.
Kelly and Company the show.
But she was the news anchor?
She might have been. And she had a little like Donahue and all of them. That's probably where that here comes from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill Donahue.
Bill Donahue.
Bill Donahue introduced Luke Skywalker from 2 Live Crew. He says he's a multi-millionaire and he's going to jail. That's how he introduced him to the show. Back when he had the 2 Live Crew and they had tried to ban him because of the explicit lyrics.
Oh, he was then, wasn't he?
He was banned. But
He only had one show to hit the airways. I was born in the USA.
that was the comeback. And he got the Bruce Springsteen soundtrack for that. Banned in the USA. That's what he called it.
That was the only airway he made.
He said he's a multi-millionaire. He's the one. That's it. Yeah, man, brother. Crack up on that.
Yeah, they had Wendy on the Breakfast Club this morning.
Wendy Williams. I'm not too big of a Wendy Williams fan. She's all messed up, isn't she?
So that was the reason why they had her on, because somebody has her in a guardianship and she, doesn't have access to a cell phone.
Right.
So they wanted to show that she was not incompetent. They had her on the show. And although she's a little bit, she was very much with it, And it's kind of a sad situation they got her in. She was better in person.
All right, we're just discussing history.
Oh,
You guys ready? Huh? What? Mr. Bowman, do you remember the horse-drawn carriages down through Greektown?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember? You remember who said the line, "I must be in the front row"? Was that Bob Euchre?
Since we're talking about Euchre, because I guess he yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And then, do you remember Phil Donahue, the episode with Luke Skywalker from the 2 Live Crew? He says he's a multi-million. He introduced him. He says he's a multi-millionaire and he's going to jail. All right. What are we going to do with Miss Gunn? Let's go back on the record with Miss Gunn.
Yes. May it please the court, Victor Bowman for the people, P33764. Your Honor, both Attorney Harris and I have had a conversation with Officer Collison in the breakout room.
Mm-hmm.
There is a gray area as to whether or not what the status of her driver's license was at the time of this charge, because she indicates that she has no actual recollection. Based upon that, Your Honor, the only way that we can figure that out is to have another trial date for me to recall the video, and that will answer that question. So I'm requesting an adjournment of the trial date.
You're saying what now?
To answer the
how are you trying to do that?
By asking for another trial date for me to request the video of the interaction with the officer. And by reviewing that video, we'll know what the status of what the ticket said.
How are we going to find that out based on the interaction of the officer?
He's going to be able to review the video. I mean, that is what the officer asked, that he'd like to have time to review the video.
I'll give him time to review the video, but what I'm saying is this: how does that prove anything? The officer could have said that day that Ms. Gunn was driving without a license, and it could say that on the video. But by the officer saying that, I can't take the officer's testimony over Ms. Gunn's. By the officer saying that, it doesn't prove that the one of the best proofs would have been that driving record if we could have ascertained that. If Officer Allison can go to the Secretary of State and subpoena the records to find out, that would be another way to prove it. But just by Officer Allison saying that, if we had the video and it says, you got a valid driver's license, you don't have a valid driver's license, that doesn't mean it wasn't valid, does it?
The only other information I can state is my understanding is the procedure. There's a stop. The officer asks for the driver's license. The officer goes into the patrol cart and they check the lien information. The lien information is either going to say if the license is valid or not valid or revoked.
Okay, so based on what that would mean, so would Officer Allison have a body cam video so that we can see his screen while he's typing it in? Is that what he's trying to get to?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, if I may.
That would be a way where that would kind of help to prove the people's case in that. if he had the screen, and it would still give Ms. Harris an opportunity to cross-examine to make sure, hey, that would be, but that would be sort of more proof than it would be just by Officer Allison saying that. All right. All right. So do you want to go ahead, Ms. Harris?
Today is the date and time set for trial. It was actually scheduled for 9 a.m. It is now 12:27 p.m. Defense is here. We are ready to move forward with the trial today so that her matters can be resolved today. Necessary parties, witnesses, evidence should be prepared today. If it is not ready now, defense is moving for a dismissal. Not being prepared is not grounds or probably not good cause for an adjournment.
And respond, Mr. Bowman.
The issue that just came up today is based upon the defendant's lack of recollection, which she's already talked about. And that has what created the issue of fact that we're trying to figure it out. So I believe that your defendant's motion for adjournment should be denied.
If I may, Your Honor.
Motion for dismissal for.
I would just have to say the nature of the charge is driving while unlicensed. So whether or not my client recalled, the people should have been prepared to put on their case today is driving while unlicensed. Everything we needed should have been prepared today for trial today.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give them an opportunity to look at the video and present the video. And I will. Are we continuing to dismiss this? Well, the no officer case is going to be dismissed. What about Officer Askew's case? Are we dismissing that as well, and are we just going to deal with this one issue here? Mr. Bowman.
Ms. Gunn, Officer Haupt was here. I believe that there was an agreement that she was going to plead to that allowing. So no.
Wait a minute. Here's the deal. The offer was one case is going to be dismissed. She's got 3 on the docket. One is no officer. No officer's not. We have 2 officers and Officer Allison. Both of them are here. One was dismiss one and plead to the other. So what do you want to do with these 2 cases? Do you want to bring them both back in for this or what?
Never mind.
I'm now not understanding. My first understanding is that we had an agreement to these tickets until she testified to her lack of recollection. So Officer Collins's ticket of driving while unlicensed.
I'm gonna make it simple. Come back, trial on SP 11251771, SP 138380001. Trial on both of those. Come back, Ms. Gunn, on 3/24/2025. Hopefully by that time you can get that driver's license taken care of as well for that Sterling Heights matter. Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor. What's our new date?
March the 25th. I'm sorry. March the 25th, Ms. Gunn. March the 25th at 9 a.m.
Are you appointing counsel or is she using house counsel? Because things have now changed from what we had agreed to prior to her starting her plea.
Yeah, you want me to appoint you to this one?
Sure.
You got all the appoint Ms. Harris.
Your Honor, if I may, it's Officer Hobson.
Yes.
I will be on furlough those dates for March 25th.
Thank you for letting us know that. How soon, since we have both the officers, How soon will it take you to get that, that video?
I work later on today. Well, at 1 p.m. I start. So when I get done out of court, I was going to head into the office and I can review video.
Can we come back tomorrow? Can you come
If the
back
court is
tomorrow?
satisfied on that.
Yes.
Let's do it. Can you prepare yourself? I'll give you a day, Mr. Bowman.
So come back tomorrow.
He says he can get the video.
Fine.
Come back tomorrow morning. And Ms. Harris, oh, you won't be here tomorrow, will you, Ms. Harris?
I will not.
When's the next time you'll be here?
I'll make it work. I don't want her to have to drag this out because it should have been handled today. I will make it work.
Come back tomorrow morning. I'll give you another date, Ms. Harris. I don't want you, if you weren't scheduled, you weren't scheduled.
It's okay.
All right, come back tomorrow morning. We'll do it first thing in the morning, 8:30, everybody.
Okay. Officer Collison, when can you get this video to me today?
Give me a few hours. If you want to give me your email, I can get the video to you.
I'll give it to you right now. It is Victor, VICTOR